Tonight, we're taking you inside what might be the most popular spot in central Illinois this Valentine's Day.
I've been here, this is my 5th time here this morning.
Will you be back?
Yeah.
Plus, sick of potholes? What you should do to get them taken care of. And staying married. These two have been together for decades. Tonight, they're sharing their secret.
So I have nothing to complain about.
Taking action for you. This is WMBD 31 News at 6.
McLean County's largest employer is feeling the love this Valentine's Day.
This time-lapse video shows how many flowers fill the lobby at State Farm headquarters in Bloomington. Well, it gets so busy, tables have to be set up 5 days in advance. And WMBD's Twin Cities Bureau Chief Jacob Long was there for the morning rush.
Hi, it's Diana in the Visitor Center. I have some flowers here for you.
Diana Woolen and Nicole Anderson have a lot of phone calls to make and not a lot of time to make them.
You have a flower delivery. It's like you want a tape recorder to actually just say it for you.
These ladies are receptionists at State Farm. Their workload isn't usually this heavy, but it's Valentine's Day.
You can pick them up at your convenience. Thank you.
7 o'clock rolls around, flowers start coming in.
And delivery workers are coming and going non-stop, dropping off everything you can imagine.
I've been here, this is my 5th time here this morning.
Will you be back?
Yeah.
It's up to Nicole and Diana to get all these gifts to their recipients.
For the most part, it's controlled chaos. We've been doing it for so long that we kind of have it down as to what we need to do and how we need to help people out. I can help you find them if you'd like. What's your last name? Davis.
Once deliveries arrive, they're brought into the State Farm Visitor Center and everything's alphabetized to make it easier to find.
Everybody's excited when they do get their flowers.
Excited is just one of the emotions felt here.
We've been married for many, many years, and he didn't need to, but he went ahead and did it, so he's a sweetheart.
Natalie Reeser experienced the other, pure shock.
I got a phone call from the receptionist that I have flowers down here to be picked up. And I said, for me? She said, yes, for you. And I said, well, that's truly a mistake because I never get flowers.
That might have been the case before, but on this hectic holiday, at least one more State Farm employee has a reason to be thankful.
I feel very, very happy and fortunate and blessed for today.
In Bloomington, Jacob Long, WMBD 31 News.
State Farm corporate headquarters handled 300 deliveries today. That's up from 250 last year.
A state representative wants state aid recipients to be randomly drug tested. Republican Bill Mitchell of Forsyth introduced a reform package last week. It would keep illegal aliens from receiving taxpayer-funded health insurance. Random drug tests would also be required for welfare recipients. And people on food stamps could not buy junk food. Mitchell says he's not trying to be unfair. He thinks these reform measures will save the state money.
We all know the state's broke. I'm just saying welfare shouldn't be a way of life. It should be temporary to help those most in need.
Mitchell expects his reform package to come up for a vote in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Other states like Missouri and Michigan have enacted similar legislation.
2 of Illinois' elected officers say their offices should be combined. State Treasurer Dan Rutherford and Controller Judy Bartopinka are calling for an amendment to the state constitution to combine their offices. They say the move would save taxpayers about $12 million a year. Rutherford says the amendment process has begun with the introduction of a bill in the state Senate. Both the House and Senate would have to pass that bill before it would go to voters.
If we can structurally change our government to be more efficient and save money, we should do that.
Rutherford says the process has been tried before but did not pass. He's confident that it can pass this time around.
Tonight, Bloomington leaders will consider a task force to combat over-serving and overcrowding at downtown bars. The idea stems from a recent meeting between council members and the Liquor Commission. Some leaders think too many liquor licenses are being approved and it's causing problems, and some bar owners agree. They tell us it's become a contest to attract customers. The task force will have until July 1st to recommend some possible changes.
The Bloomington City Council will also vote tonight to fill the vacant Ward 3 seat. Mboka Mwilambwe is being recommended to replace Kevin Hetty. Hetty resigned earlier this year after moving. Mayor Steve Stockton says Mwilambwe is selected from a field of 8 applicants. He currently works at ISU's Housing Services. He'll serve the remainder of Hetty's term for the next 26 months.
Well, the weather's warming up and the roads are thawing out, but the increasing temperatures are also leading to more potholes.
Many vehicles are taking a beating. WMBD's Kim Behrens explains how local repair shops are revving up for the spike in car repairs.
Julie May says she took her car out when the weekend warmed up, but the roads took a toll on her Jeep.
I pulled over and got out, and back tire was completely flat.
Dimitri Beres is a salesman on the road, 1,000 miles a week, and says the potholes are a frequent occurrence.
You see a hole, you can't miss it. Okay, so you just have to slow down and try not to hit it too hard.
Julie and Dimitri are definitely not alone. Local mechanics say car repairs are stacking up.
We're beginning to see some potholes, but I think in the next month or two it's going to be terrible.
Kathy Perhay has been in the auto repair business for 53 years and says this is just the tip of the iceberg for pothole repairs.
Lots of phone calls on tire problems, alignment problems.
Hitting a pothole is never desirable. Repair shops say it's best to get it fixed before it leads to bigger problems. For people like Julie, at least she got her Jeep back on the road despite unexpected tire trouble.
Very aggravated. It's Valentine's Day, and you know, I thought, can I catch a break?
A break many drivers are looking for as the roads thaw out and those potholes get bigger. In Peoria, Kim Behrens, WMBD 31 News.
Now, the city of Peoria and Bloomington say residents can report problems to their public works departments. If you see a pothole that needs attention, just call the Peoria Public Works at 494-8850 or Bloomington Street Department at 434-2867. You can also report potholes online. Head to ciproud.com for the links. Well, there are smiles on the faces of Children's Hospital of Illinois patients tonight. Find out what they got for Valentine's Day coming up.